Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Screen Time, continuing on this Sunday Fun Day night. And I am here with the boys. We are the Three Musketeers for this Sunday night. We got Nick and Keelan and D Mustard himself. How you guys doing?
Hey, happy Sunday fun day. Better than a Monday.
Damn right.
It is definitely better than a Monday. I like that Three Musketeers situation there. I don't know if I want to be a teardrop though. What kind of a teardrop am I?
Oh,
Like a permanent teardrop, or
Oh,
one of
did
those
I
things that roll down?
did I mispronounce
No,
that?
no, no. You did not mispronounce
can
it
I
at
be a
all.
musket?
Yeah. See,
I'd rather
Nick
be a
understands what I'm
musket
doing
than
here.
a
I'm
tear.
just trying to break down the word and
Yeah.
Oh,
find out what part of that word can I be. Do I have to be a musket? Can I be a tear? Do I
I
have to
was
be a
thinking about
permanent tear?
I was thinking about the chocolate bar.
Ooh.
You could just
Okay,
take a
that's
chunk
kind
out
of
of the
what
middle and just be Keat.
Keith. Oh
Yeah.
shit. You know what?
There you go.
The next thing
We
I
can end this
started thinking about
episode
that
here.
movie.
We're done.
It was either that or Three Stooges.
That works.
I don't
Or
know which movie is better when you say that.
Three Stooges or the Three Musketeers movie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the
And
Three Musketeers with Charlie Sheen and Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell,
Come
yeah.
on.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait. There was a movie with
Yeah,
Charlie
I
Sheen and
remember
Chris
that one.
O'Donnell?
Yes, called the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
I'm missing out.
Yes, you are. It's amazing.
There's a few different renditions of it though. Well,
Yeah.
technically it's not, because The Man in the Iron Mask is not technically a Three Musketeer movie, but it is a Three Musketeer movie.
Mhm.
I'll get off of that. So I'm still running with Three Stooges is a better movie, but that's just off the top of my head.
I don't know. I'd have to say Charlie Sheen's Three Musketeers. You know who's also in that? Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, like, it's a good
Yeah, he
cast.
is.
Yeah.
I saw that one quite a few times as a kid, and
Me
right now
too.
I can't really argue with you on it. I'm sitting here like that's
I
a
got to
really
check
big
it out.
damn movie.
I'm curious for sure.
Mhm.
Definitely curious. I love me some Charlie Sheen. I don't care what anybody say. He's always entertainment, especially in Platoon.
You know, the only thing they can't say is he's got Adonis blood in him.
Do you think
Oh,
Tiger
boy.
Blood was a euphemism for something else?
Yes, a mixture of heroin,
Okay.
ketamine, and something they call Adonis blood. That is a synthesized form of the
feel so lost.
Prometheus drug.
I see.
I'm so lost.
Something they concocted on a movie set for him one day.
Oh boy. All right, on tonight's show, I'm lost.
We derailed it. Yeah.
On tonight's show, we are going to be talking about Sweet Tooth episode 5 and 6 on, which is a Netflix original. And let me bring it up and get the titles of these. And don't worry, Nick,
Got your back.
I did rewatch these episodes this time. I'm not leaving you guys
Oh,
hanging.
okay.
I know this last episode, but I was like, I don't know where you were like, motherfucker.
I got your back on the names. The episodes number 5 is What's in the Freezer, and number 6 is Stranger Danger on a Train.
Yes, and these episodes were pretty good. I mean, Stranger Danger episode was a bit slow for me, but that gives a little bit backstory for Big Man's character that helped build him up. So in these episodes, starting off with the fifth episode, we basically get to see what has happened to what we call homegirl. We called her a
Bear?
no, not Bear, but the neighbor.
Oh, Mega Karen.
The Mega Karen.
Nancy, Mega Karen. Yep.
We get to see our Nancy. We get to see where she's being kept and what's happening with the doc and everything that's going on from there, along with getting to see the original doctor that was dealing with providing the vaccine for this doctor and quit and basically faked her illness of having cancer. And we get to see also General Robotnik. It's not General Robotnik. What is this guy's name? Why am I so bad with names? Abbott. We get to see this guy in action and actually get to see his villainish ways get seen along with this. And I think episode 5 is just one of the episodes it's nice to get high to. It's the hallucination
Oh,
episode.
right. That is true.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's the poppies from Wizard of Oz.
Okay, it wasn't just me thinking like, so are those like poppies that he
Yeah.
just rolled through? Why is he
Right.
hallucinating?
And
It's the opium den.
I got some theories for them flowers too as well. But let's get into it. That was my brief, sloppy synopsis for those episodes. So I'm gonna say let's get into it and what you guys think.
Good question. I think I agree with you. I want to bring two things up. My question to you guys is, the first thing I have to say is, do you guys think that this was a darker show that got kiddied up a bit?
Yes.
Because I for some reason, I think that's what I've been able to pinpoint in these past episodes. But there was something bothering me about this show, and it's the subject material is so dark, but they never go dark.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
it's kind of weird to me because it feels like a kid's show.
So I'll give you a little insight on the original writer of the series, Jeff Lemire. So this is just been a writing style from Jeff Lemire, like on most of all his stuff, and he's taken a lot of interesting characters from the Animal, which is a DC character, which was like a fucking comic relief book, and took it into a horror, very serious turn in that way. This guy even jumped in and written Old Man Logan after the fact. They decided to make it an ongoing series for Marvel. He's written a couple other things, and reading through Sweet Tooth, this was basically the same beats within his run on writing this comic book for his own creation. He had this thing about taking very interesting subjects and kind of running with it, but also making, like, let's say the situation is dark, and also bringing some type of positivity or light to it. And the thing is, with Sweet Tooth, he really wanted to capture that with an adult apocalyptic world that can be dark and grim and many times, but this kid is basically like the beacon of light throughout the book to show that optimism and innocence for the readers. That's why back when we started off episode 1, that's why I was like highly on the train of like comparing it to Parks and Recreation, in a sense, where if shit was to go wrong for a certain character or just a group of characters throughout that episode, there was always some type of positive feeling you would get or lesson at the end of that episode. And this is how this dude kind of runs for most of the shit he writes. And this is what they're capturing with it, which is, in my opinion, pretty good, especially how it's basically kind of mimicking what we're dealing with today, in a sense.
Yeah, I was just wondering, because it seemed to me in these past 2 episodes, there was a lot of room for it to actually get serious, and it just never went there. And I was like, I don't know, like it feels kind of like a tease to me.
But you will get that, and you definitely see that as a climb step episode to the season finale.
Okay.
Yeah,
You'll get that for sure.
There's definitely been some moments where blood would have made sense.
Oh yeah.
And we haven't gotten any like super gory or bloody. I don't think we've even seen any blood at all, aside from maybe on a shirt or on a hand.
And that's all. I'm just straightforward saying that's all you will see. I figure. I'm still dragging on the idea. I wanted to see that dude's head splatter back in episode 2 with that bear trap.
Oh, right. Yeah, I could just leave it at that. There was no blood in all of the murder that happened in that scene alone.
Oh, yeah. So case in point, General Abbott, when he visits the doctor, I half expected him to pull a gun out and shoot her in the head.
Yes.
And he just kind of like walks out and lets his henchmen do it. And that's what I was talking about too. Like, they didn't have to show her getting her brain blown out, but like show him pull a gun and then hear the gun fire, from a shot outside of the house, and then have him walk out. Like, I don't know why Abbott isn't like a villain. Is he a villain?
I guess he's a
bitch villain.
Yeah, he's a bitch villain. He has his people inject you with a toxic serum to kill you or whatever the heck. Maybe it just sedates you. I don't know. That was weird. And then for him to save Dr. Singh and his wife from being burnt alive, send everybody home like nothing's going on, and then just, oh, I got what I need, I'm gonna leave. So are you gonna kill them or not? Like,
Hmm.
Bro, let
didn't
them
even make it
finish the
clear what his
job.
intentions were with him.
No, I know. Well, and I also have to say, Dr. Scene has I don't know. I was fatigued after the last two episodes with his storyline, so I'm glad that it's kind of changing up a bit because I mean, how much longer can your wife be sick and on the verge of death, and you guys have to
Yeah.
hide it? You
And
know,
you're not
like
sure what to do.
yeah, and like I still like what's going on. I still like the show and stuff, but I do want to say that there is a remarkable lack of events that happened in the last two episodes.
Yeah, and I agree. Rewatching these two episodes, I felt the same way. I was just like, okay, we get the hallucination.
Mhm.
We get the kid and the adult basically going back, just like a fucking debate on who's right or who's wrong, or what are you hiding type shit.
Mhm.
We get to see that definitely in episode 5. In episode 6, like I said, that was a bit slow. That was a bit of a slugger for me,
Mhm.
a snore for me at that point. Until they got on the train. Like I did enjoy his old football buddy.
Mhm.
I did enjoy that. Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy was a cool guy. I liked being introduced to Jimmy. Something about Nancy, really quick. So, episode 5, we discovered that they have Nancy's body in the freezer down at the clinic. How did you get Nancy's body to the clinic?
Who knows? The horse.
They probably wrapped the horse and
No,
dragged her big ass down there.
Yeah.
no, because that body would have been all kind of bumps and scraped up. You got to go through checkpoints to get there. Plus, the nurse would have been there. So, how did you get Nancy's body to the freezer?
Also, another point for a dark moment. Why didn't Abbott's people just mow down the entire neighborhood?
That's what I thought. I actually thought that's what they had done to get in.
I thought so too, but apparently not,
I
because you
swear I
hear
heard them
them
say
like,
shoot everybody.
yeah, they didn't.
And then all of a
Like,
sudden, it's like, get them back into their houses. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Oh,
Like, what?
it's just one of those. It's just one of those villains. I mean, I'm not gonna defend it. I'm just
He's
thinking
not a
it's just
villain.
it's just one of them situations where it's like you can show much more brutalness in a character to
Mhm.
show his villainous traits. But I think this is one of those things where it's like, all right, we're gonna give this dude this Mandarin tone type shit from Iron Man 3. We're give him the Dr. Robotnik look, and we're gonna let him sound scary and somewhat.
He's
some
neighborhood watch
authority.
scary.
Hmm.
He's neighborhood
Yeah.
watch scary. You're not afraid of him because he's there. You're afraid of him because how do you know that?
Exactly.
Right.
You know.
But in my watching this, I still sincerely call him bitch villain, and I just feel like, and you guys will see what I'm saying when you guys get through the rest of the episodes. Like, shoot this motherfucker! Why is,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why are you guys afraid of this fucking walking noodle?
Yeah.
Just walking noodle.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised by
glasses
the
to
lack of guns that our protagonists do not have. They
Mind
need
you,
to
his-
have more guns.
His bifocals turn into a monocle when he gets angry.
Probably get
Yeah, you
punched.
just gotta flip one up.
Just
yeah.
wait till someone punch
Slap.
him.
He slams it down really hard so you know he's serious.
It's just because the Elton John sunglasses he has over him, they kind of messes up the tint.
Definitely.
You know,
Right.
so he's got to
Definitely.
flip them up so you can tell he's serious.
Yeah. Definitely expected him to start singing Benny and the Jets.
Yeah.
He even has the
I mean, we
leather fur coat on.
Mhm.
we had Heart of Glass at the beginning of episode 5.
Yeah, that's true. I did like the concept, the overrunning concept of time, you know, in that episode. I thought that was pretty good. I also think it's pretty good. Again, one of the things that just like didn't go anywhere was the sanctuary lady, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden now
Well-
she's got like 30, hybrids or whatever.
Right.
I would have liked to see the hybrids. I would have liked to see those kids, get
Right,
to know
that's-
them a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. That part I dislike. We didn't see enough of these other kids.
Mhm.
Perhaps we'll see more of them in the future. But I feel like we got quite a bit out of the Amy story, just an understanding, not really in action or in definition, but in understanding like, okay, so she's been working all this time in this preserve. She's filled up the preserve, helping and taking care of. So her plan is working. But of course, eventually the last man, we're going to find her. And I feel like the escape plan's not good enough.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's good enough. I mean, honestly, you would think that you wouldn't even hunker down for somewhere long enough for them to find you. You know, like it really made no sense that she was able to be safe in that zoo for
so long,
10
yeah.
for 10 years.
Mhm.
You know,
I'm like, come on, you're basically telling everybody and their mama where you're at.
Mhm.
Why haven't this
Literally.
been a thing where they just haven't? Well, then too, they're like, well, they basically, I mean, come on, they knew where. I mean,
Yeah,
they could have
it's-
scouted out the area and eventually
Well-
found it, which they did, even
Mhm.
though she didn't give them the coordinates through the radio.
Yeah,
Which-
she gave them multiple meetup spots, but I'm sure eventually you can target the center of that,
Usually
Exactly.
a CB has to have a very big antenna outside as well. So
And this is where I'm like, okay, this General Abbott, bitch villain. I guess this wasn't on his priority, especially when you're the one scooping up hybrids for your own gain.
right?
You know what? I thought this was 10. I'm sorry. I thought this was 10 episodes, but honestly, next time around when we do this, we'll be done with this series.
Mm.
It's done at eight episodes. This is nice.
mhm.
And I can start plaguing you guys with terrible movies.
Well,
Again.
that's another question I have too, because at last time we saw Abbott, or maybe the time before that, or like the first time, he was looking at that flyer for the preserve.
Right.
You would think that that'd be his top priority and not like Dr. Sin.
Well, I think that's why the Last Men crew was there, is they've been quote unquote carefully planning their attack.
Mm.
My question is, what are you carefully planning against? Like, if you know she's there, you know it's just a lady and kids.
Yeah. And way to tip her off by putting all of those streamers on the
Yeah,
the chain link
that part
fence.
I didn't really.
I didn't get that either because last time we seen that was back in episode 1.
Mhm.
You know, and it's like, oh, unless they were looking at, they thought that was the preserve somewhere over there,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
something like that. Which I'll tell you that answer will never get answered probably until season 2.
You'll never know.
Yeah, that was a terrible place for an underground, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, in the city center in a zoo.
zoo.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
You have
best
no
place to
defense.
take care of the kids, but not the best.
Yeah, fine to
out.
take it. Yeah, but you can get a warehouse much easier.
Did they do the fire? They did the fireworks in this episode. Now you know what Bobby was doing with all those hoes.
Bobby
Bobby's
ready
Bobby's so cute.
for no reason.
I
at
would
all. They didn't need
I
to do
would
that.
adopt Bobby.
They didn't need to do that to us.
Oh no, don't worry. But I'm not gonna say nothing.
They get cuter. Okay, got it.
You get to see more hybrids in the next
Just-
few episodes.
Just
Do we get to
fluffy-
see? Do we
fluffy
get to
little
see
kid.
Abbott ripping Bobby's spinal fluid out? Just like taking Bobby and snapping his neck, and then just pulling him apart. No.
So you see something else similar to that, but it won't be.
Oh, okay,
Bobby.
cool.
I mean, you'll get the PG-13 version.
Oh,
Just,
okay. Damn.
Yeah, the hopes.
So,
just
AKA
let you
we'll
down
see-
real early.
We'll see him tie him into a machine, and then they'll cut away, and you'll just hear Bobby go. That was terrible to think of already.
Poor Bobby, man.
Poor Bobby.
Or Bobby.
Can,
I like Bobby.
can it happen
Um,
to Abbott and not one of the hybrids?
No, I
Protect.
think it is.
Will somebody please think of the children?
Don't expect Abby to get his hands dirty and nothing.
Oh no, he doesn't seem like the type.
You won't see shit.
You know.
I do like his little assistant guy. He seems like he's a nice dude.
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll
Yeah, I
come
thought
in
that was
handy
cool.
in the future.
Yeah, but Abbott won't bust a grape in a fruit fight, so I think we'll be fine.
Exactly. I like his assistant too, the one that got rid of the horse, freed the horse.
Mhm.
I really dig that character, and I hope nothing bad happens to him, and he becomes a more likable character a little bit later too. I'll just say that.
He seems like the type, the liaison type.
He seems like the one
guy
that'll
who ends
help
up-
them
Yeah,
out.
I was just about to say that. He seems like the guy who's not going to necessarily do it on, like to get in trouble, but when things start going wrong, he's going to be able to stop them from escaping, and he's going to give them a way out.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's going to toss them the gun when they should be put in the cage instead, or something like that.
Yeah. I do like that Big Man's friend did a Hodor.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He did a Hodor.
He just held the door, man. That's what you got to do. And then he was
I'm gonna
beaten
go out
to
like
death.
this.
Yeah, he could have jumped too. I hate when people. I hate when characters do that. I hate when they do
Unnecessary
that.
sacrifice.
Yes.
And well, he had to sacrifice himself so that you could see how tough he was. So if Jep was stronger than him, then Jep ain't showed us nothing yet.
Right, I guess.
Nothing but an injury that's there.
But it would have probably
the
been
injuries go
beneficial
away.
to have two giant football players in your group.
Oh hell yeah! You got a
just
little
saying.
fucking furry what you guys call that shit? Little
furry Antifa. Yeah.
Antifa, a little murder machine, knives and shit. Like what the fuck? She's been playing Assassin's Creed in her arcade.
She definitely just breaks out like, "I'll cut him. Let's go. I'm for it." What? Sit down.
Right.
Why is trying to cut somebody? What's wrong? Cut a steak.
She's probably vegetarian, man.
Probably.
I would believe she's
Or
vegetarian.
canditarian. She just eats candy.
Canditarian. You're
ironic.
No, I'm sure she's a vegetarian and she finds the mushrooms. What? Chicken of the woods, mushrooms.
Oh yeah, turkey tails.
No, I had this theory about those flowers. I'm like, they're so busy fucking torching those flowers, thinking it represents death. But what happened to? I guess the planet
synthesis of the vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the planet is giving back to you. Like, here,
Yeah, of course. I would assume that either that or it's within Singh's wife, because Singh is apparently isn't contagious.
Right. Maybe a little bit of both.
Maybe
'Cause
it's the flower plus Singh's wife's head, and then Sweet Tooth's antlers. And
Right. Well, possibly because I'm looking at the the screen
Bone
shot
marrow.
down here on our page. I'm looking at it right now, and the purple flowers are definitely in the billboard.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So they are more significant than just the sick causes them.
Mm-hmm.
When Pubba died from the sick and the flowers came, it's deeper than rap.
And I wonder if they're only psychedelic to hybrids.
Ooh, what if they are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it seems like humans don't want to be around them
Because they could get sick.
Yeah,
The sick.
And then it's like, and no scientists ever decide.
no.
Let's see what connection this have.
Yeah, let's put this under a microscope real quick just to see.
Why would we test the one thing that we've never seen until the sick came around?
Right.
We'll just go ahead and destroy these living beings that somehow the planet has made that don't get sick from the flower or from the sick,
Mhm.
Or at least experimenting with it, but but we'll make vaccine. We'll make vaccines with the virus itself just to make it have antibodies.
Oh, dude, I just had a full. Oh, okay. I won't say it because don't do it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not going to. But it was really funny, and I'll tell you guys afterwards.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Sorry.
Our deleted people.
Sorry, folks. There's only certain things you can say, online. It's better to have conversations or funny things like that off of line. So
And
Prepare
that's
to
why
be right back here with you guys next episode, as long as we don't say certain things on air.
and that's why I'm catching hell on Twitter and YouTube.
yeah.
I mean, Twitch and YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Say something, huh?
I'm always saying something.
That's what happens, man.
Yep. You can't say nothing, man.
I'm tamed here. I am tamed here.
Put a microphone in front of us, and all of a sudden we talking.
Right. Like we have ideas. Come on.
But who are we, Dr. Singh?
Yeah, threatening ideas.
Oh yeah.
We're listening to a heart of glass in our candlelit house, not bothering or fucking with nobody.
Right. Having our wine mom night. Yeah.
Oh man.
Or our can of beans.
Yeah. I think they were peaches. I think they were canned
I
peaches.
think those were peaches.
Yeah.
I did like that fucking utensil she had. I want it.
What was it?
I thought
It
it
was
was.
like
I thought it was a measuring spoon.
It
Was it a
was a
spork?
fork. It was a fork and a spoon on the other side.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Oh,
have
it's a-
tons of those.
It's
Yeah.
called a baby
Spork.
utensil.
It's called the spork.
I'm telling you, you got
No. I know, but it has a
I-
fork on one side and a spoon on the other side. The baby,
Right.
beyond the pandemic. I
Babies
still
be like
haven't
this.
been out enough.
baby stab like this and they scoop like this, so they can stab it and then they can scoop it.
Probably use one of those like kill like a deer or something. Stab it, skin it, stab it, skin it. Check the meat. All right, I'm done.
Stab it, skin it. What?
You want to?
That's-
Yeah. See, this is why I was saying I think this show needs to be darker because it's eliciting so many dark thoughts
Yeah.
when I watch it, but you never get those dark moments. So it's like there's a weird catharsis that's not happening here.
Robert Downey Jr. in the process of like looking at the scripts and while he's producing and giving the money up front to make this happen. He's like, no, let's not do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Too scary.
I've
scary.
Look,
I've
I've
been
been
doing-
He knows it's how to make money in these contracts.
Yeah, and just look at Dr. Doolittle.
Mm-hmm.
He had lots of money.
Not in box office.
Lots.
Not in box
Not-
office.
not
In
at
budget
all.
though.
Not at
I'm sure that
That's
movie
why
made
we
a
get
lot.
Sherlock
I'm sure that
Holmes
movie had a
3.
big budget though.
It probably did have a big budget. Yeah.
We're getting Sherlock Holmes 3. That's what we get.
Sherlock Holmes 3. There was a 2.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hmm.
I did not like the first one.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to touch the second one, and I damn sure ain't touching the third one.
I feel like Sherlock Holmes and 007 just need to stop for a while. I don't know.
Sherlock
why.
Holmes was better as a cartoon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sherlock Holmes, like Benedict Cumberbatch, is decent. I don't mind the BBC version of it, but and the only reason I don't mind it is that it's 3 episodes every season, and it's like 4 years in between every season. So you really don't get enough of it to actually be sick of it. But like, yeah, James Bond, nah,
Yeah, there's a new one coming
too
out
many.
too.
It's already out. Yeah.
No. That's just too funny to me. So when the last men arrive at the preserve, what do you think Amy plans on doing? Like, it's just her and a shotgun. Like, how many do you
just
think
gonna-
she thinks she can shoot? Maybe one.
She's
2?
doing a Hodor. She's trying to
holding
let
the door
the
through, huh?
yeah. She's trying to let the kids escape, and then all those kids are going to run into Sweet Tooth and their
Yeah, I
their
figured.
gang.
I
Yeah.
figure that's exactly how that's going to play out.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out if they're going to the church, how long before Pigtail, realizes the same thing it took Sweet Tooth a minute to realize. Hey, listen, they not coming back. You in charge now.
Mhm.
You know.
I also wonder too, why does Sweet Tooth have connections to animals?
I am still curious to see where that goes and why we haven't gotten to that, but we haven't. There was nothing in this episode for that.
Yeah.
I think the next episode may answer quite a bit of stuff. I kind of.
He's like,
next
where's
episode.
the episode after that?
No. I remember the last 2 episodes very vivid. Kind of like that was definitely the turning point, and some shit was answered for me. I was like, oh, okay. Give me season 2 now. Answer
Give it
more
to
of my
me.
questions. So I call it quits. So I don't have to read the comic book series.
That's hilarious.
But I
So-
think a lot of you guys' questions most likely will be answered the second to last episode, which is great.
Okay. I'm also curious to know I don't know. I guess I'll know after the next 2 episodes if season 2 is even likely. Because Jimmy gave us quite a bit. They're in Essex County, which is near Gosgrove, Grove. What was it? So what was that? It was Gosgrove Grove.
No, Go Grove.
But what did it stand for?
I think Gospel.
or it stands for like a city or a county. I forgot.
Mm.
But you'll see that. And I'm sorry to cut you off. Just to answer, they are renewed for a season 2.
Oh, nice, very nice. So I'm curious. They're in Essex County. They're gonna get to Go Grove soon. But what is it they're actually going for? What are they looking for? Like
The mama.
His
The
mom.
and,
mom.
I mean, no, I get that, but I mean,
Who's been dead for 13 years.
but what if she's not? What if we find out she's a scientist?
Yeah, what if she tries to shoot him?
Ooh, yeah. What if? Well, wait.
What
Well,
if she
what
works
if,
for Abbott? What if
right?
she
I
works
was just
for
about to
Abbott?
say, what if the dad ran with him
Who's gonna
simply
get him?
because he knew that how her position was give up the hybrids, like kill them
Mhm.
all.
We gonna get a Black Widow scenario.
Oh God.
Yeah, that'd be dope if she was like some fundamentalist that hated hybrids.
hmm
Yeah, that would be good.
She found out, hey, what the fuck is this coming out of my vagina?
Right.
Antlers?
Antlers,
Hell no! Kill it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
puppy ears.
Oh man. Oh man.
So yeah, I think for me that's pretty much the meat and potatoes though.
Mhm.
Just curious to know what's gonna happen with Sting and his wife. I think they're gonna separate them, because that's what you do to prisoners. You don't give them what they want. I mean that's what they are. Listen, they signed up to be prisoners, but they're prisoners.
He's gonna be giving homeboy them little Twinkie things just to see her. Let me get 10 minutes in there with her. Get a quick one in.
Oh God.
I mean, but one another question I have though, just because you mentioned that, Keelan,
Mhm.
how come everybody in the world is dead if Singh's wife has had this fucking disease for like years? I know that she's gotten the vaccines or the treatments or whatever,
Mhm.
but like, doesn't it kill you really fast?
Well, the treatments were secretive this entire time, apparently.
Yeah, but she's been off of the treatments for like a week now.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if she had like some kind of built immunity or some shit.
At this point, I would expect her to.
Some type, like a stronger type versus other people. Because she's like the kind of person we definitely want to be studying, and that's fucked up. The one I'm about to say, dissecting to see what kind of vaccine I can make from her.
Mm.
I mean, he hopes that she's the one, but if not, she's definitely the prototype.
She was a big proponent of boosters, so there you go.
Damn.
Oh man, these puns are flying.
Yikes.
But yeah, no, I agree that there should be more consequence to her not having the serum at the moment.
Mm.
But she wouldn't be Jane Doe if she exhibited too many. But I personally feel like she should be at least in a bubble or something. Like,
Or maybe we get to watch her die and he has some type of inspiration to say, fuck you, hybrids.
And then it's Singh that becomes the bad guy.
oh yeah, maybe he develops a not a cure, but a way to wipe him out.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck you, and then fuck everything living on the planet then.
Yeah, sterilization.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice.
That's a thought, man.
Because they don't know if the hybrids can have babies or not. They don't know that yet.
That's true. Yeah. What happens when, like
The hybrids have babies. We only know what happens when humans have hybrids.
I don't think that they can they? Would they be?
Not-
They'd be like chimera.
Yeah,
They are
Yeah.
chimera.
and
They
not
are
yet.
chimera, but they'd be chimeras.
It hasn't been
you're right.
enough time for them to, if you come across each other
Correct.
like that, since they're basically fucking wiping them out left
It
and
was
right.
And they're only like 9,
Sweet
10
Tooth
year
and the little pig girl grew up, and then they had a family. Like, what would that family look like? They have pig noses and antlers.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah, we get reindeers.
they're reindeers.
Oh,
We get pig
There you go.
deers.
there
That's how Rudolph came about.
you go.
that
All
little
right.
nose. That's why that nose it wasn't red, it was pink. No.
Mhm.
It was pink.
Mhm. Living off of candy bars and shit.
Oh gosh. The candy bar aspect, I know a lot of people probably won't catch that. I think that's some sick shit. You got this train full of fucking candy bars. Oh yeah, it's a part of their shipment. It's like that's bait. That's the equivalent of catching a truck full or a train of shrimp in a freezer headed up towards the bay. That's bait.
Mm-hmm.
That's icy, man. That hurt. To put that together hurt. I was like, oh, that's nasty. But yeah. That's what it is.
Man, what do you guys got for predictions for the last 2 episodes?
Good question.
It's like I'm ready for it to end.
I'm ready for some more answers for sure.
I'm ready for some action. I want some action.
I'd like to get an answer about how the origins of the virus, if that could happen. I would like that. That might be wishful thinking, but yeah, origins of the virus would be nice. Understanding, it seems like they've killed off a whole bunch of the hybrids, so it doesn't seem like they're going to be the next evolutionary chain if Abbott is just murdering all of them. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about the vaccine, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It's like, it seems like everybody's doing fine. And if you're killing all the hybrids, then what does it matter? Where is this sick coming from, by the way? It must be the flowers. It must be.
I'm thinking the sick comes from the same place the hybrids originally came from, somewhere in the lab.
Yeah, but see, that's what I don't necessarily like, because then if they just leave that ambiguous, then they don't ever have to really give us an answer to that, and they can string it along forever. I don't like that. I mean, like, I think that we should understand, like, at least part of what happened.
You're like, don't make it into a Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh gosh.
And how does it come in waves when there's like nobody around?
Right. Well, also, how did Abbott get into the level of power that he is? I would like to get that background as well.
That sounds like a season 2 thing.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
think both of these sound like a season 2 thing.
Probably. Most of it sounds like
I think we start season 2 learning about the virus itself and or learning about Abbott, and then whichever one we get at the beginning, we get the other one at the end of the season.
Okay.
Guess we'll have to see.
Two
episodes.
And for whatever reason, I don't know how and or why, but I think Amy lives.
Which one? No, I'm fucking with you.
Amy.
I think she lives, but Abbott injects her with something which causes her to mutate, and then this black goo comes from her eyes and causes everybody around her to seize up and die.
You mean
just like Heroes?
Season 2 of Heroes?
Season 2 of Heroes. That's her. Yeah.
Oh, that's her, the actress too, right?
Yeah, that's the same person.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah. I don't. I like Heroes, but I can't say I remember all of them.
Oh yeah.
It was decent after season 2. I was like, oh okay. After that, I was like, fuck. And then Heroes Reborn just fucking punched me.
That was
nuts.
That was awful.
Why did they do that?
My boy Noah Bennett.
In fact, Heroes Reborn made me go back and watch more of Heroes that I hadn't seen, because I was like, I can't do this shit.
It's like watching season 9 of Scrubs.
Wasn't it like the cheerleader's son was the main character?
And the sister. She had twins. And
Dude,
the son basically took her healing powers at birth and killed her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And he could shoot like what, photons or something? It's like he could shoot light out of his hands.
No, that was the daughter.
Oh, it was the daughter. Okay.
That was at the fucking North Pole, seeing the fucking Northern Lights.
That's where they got the inspiration for Starlight.
Motherfucker.
It's so bad. I think we need to watch that just so we can pan it.
It's a lot shorter than the original Heroes.
It is. Much shorter. Oh yeah. It's only a mini series. It would be hilarious to pan that.
Episodes.
Yeah, I think even less. Yeah.
I think the guy that's Shazam is in that shit too.
Oh, really?
Zachary Levi. He plays the Hispanic dude.
Oh, that's right. He does. He totally does. I remember.
Oh, he plays the bounty hunter fucking boyfriend, or should that British black chick that he become like this fucking version of Sunspot. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like burning shit up. Oh my god. Crispian people and shit.
Crispian.
I will say that the Heroes did, at least the first 2 seasons, what they did the best, I think, was the telepathic powers. Like, you remember that one villain that like trapped Matt's dad, Matt's father, the telepath's father. He traps him inside his own head. I think that was season 2, maybe season 1, I forget. But I really enjoy that. Anyways,
I don't know.
Modernism to the superhero game. It was a great start and went shitty after season 3. Got too superhero-y.
yeah, it did.
All right, you guys. So that's it. We're good on the episode 5 and 6 of Sweet Tooth.
Good.
Mhm.
All I can say that I think most of you guys questions will definitely be answered. Maybe all summed up in the next episode.
Mm.
Just most of it.
Okay.
Maybe you might like what you guys see, or you won't, and we will see in another week from now. Next Wednesday we'll finish this up, I think, because it's your turn next, Keelan.
Yes.
Then we're back to Westworld on Sunday,
West, y'all.
and then
Sounds good.
we'll rotate it next week Wednesday, and then we'll be done. I can finally get back to some bad movies. I can't wait to let you guys watch.
Hey, you've let some bad ones pass, so I know you got them locked and loaded.
I'll tell you, House Party's coming.
It's just yell switch. That's all me. The whole review, I'm gonna be like switch.
Nope, I'm not doing House Party 1, 2, or 3. Jumping straight into 4, maybe 5 if you're lucky.
Hey, yo, Bilal, you doing this shit on purpose?
And I won't be listening to no Village people.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight on the Screen Time Continuum. Please do, if you guys love what we do, check out what we do individually. Starting off with tomorrow, we have Exofathom with Nick. That's Nick's personal podcast he does with his lovely wife and a good friend of ours, Mike. And you guys are on at 8 o'clock. And what are you guys touching upon tomorrow?
That is a good question. I might be digging into astral projection capers as reported by the CIA in a declassified document. So,
All right.
which should be fun. Our 100th episode is coming up soon too, so I'll have to make sure that I shout that out once that happens.
I'm telling you, you should make that shit like an Avengers type shit and just have everybody from every other podcast.
I agree.
And
Yep. Just do a big party podcast.
The century mark.
Yep.
Never mind. I'll keep myself quiet.
Yeah.
And followed up by that on a Tuesday, we have If Numbers Can Talk with Keelan, and that is at 8 o'clock too, right, or 8:30?
About, let's call it 8:30. Usually we'll be on about 8:30 on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Earlier if I can though.
Hey, life happens, and we all do understand. And I can say that for myself many times with strawberries and coffees. What about you, Keelan? You have anything ready for
I do
your topic?
not have a topic that I would like to disclose right now because I haven't how do I say pulled one of the files.
Halloween.
I don't.
Halloween, not this one.
You know what's funny with you saying that Halloween? I had some Halloween based things, but then I also I have a process I go through, and I'm not quite confident with some of those yet. But the month's not over.
Okay. Then beyond, what do you call it? Exofathom and what do you call it? If Numbers Can Talk, you can always check me out at Strawberries and Coffee. I just got through playing last night with Keelan. Back for Blood. Wow, I actually got the title of that down. I was gonna call it Left for Blood. But Back for Blood, we played a little bit of that last night, and I have no idea what I'm gonna be starting up next, but you guys will know eventually. So please check us out individually, and if not, and you just like what we do here on Screen Time Continuum, just come check us out here on Screen Time Continuum on Sundays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Western Time. So I'm the Mustard.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Keelan.
And we'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.